guys, so I wanted to do this quick myself. Okay, sorry if you hear anything in the background. My mom is in the kitchen and my dad is watching the game. So if you hear screaming or any noises over there in the living room, that's my parents. Anyway, I wanted to do this video because I just caught this and I'm sure you guys saw my Tumblr post on this because I was super stoked. So excuse what I'm looking like right here, okay? I'm not wearing any makeup. Today was one of those days where I was just like, I don't feel like fussing. I wear makeup like all day at work, so they're like literally on my days off. I just don't, I don't care. I put a little color on my brows, but that's about it. Anyway, I was really excited to get this set. This set was like $24.99. $24.99. It was like 27 something with tax. Just so you know, I'm in the Bay right now. So if you're in the Bay, I know that it's located at the Richmond Costco. To hear my parents right now, they're talking Tagalog. And it comes with this cute little clutch. This is like literally my first impressions of it, just because I've always wanted a Kirkland brush set. I hear about it all the time. Everybody always gets it. Okay, if you hear my dog whining, she's whining. Can you hear her? She's like, let me out. She gets fussy when I do videos because she wants to hang out too. Comes with this cute clutch. It says designer bag, but what it does is it unrolls and it's pretty much like a brush roll. So it has a brush roll. I believe it holds every single brush. Yeah, it has like a slot for every single brush in it, and then it has this cute little pouch on the side. It does one of those, so you can take it off and you can make it just for your brushes. And then this is like just like a little makeup bag. I guess this could serve as like adding any additional brushes that you might want, or to put the short ones, because they have like short handled ones in this set. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm excited to get this brush set because I always hear a lot of good things about the Kirkland brush sets, and I personally always never get them. Oh, and if you guys can't tell, it's kind of purple. See that? Hella pretty. I like this color. The brushes have like plumish handles also that like match this, so when I show you, you will see. Then it came with a little pamphlet, so I'm gonna kind of base a little bit of my knowledge on this because this is literally just first impression. Oh, this is soft. So this one's the powder one, and it is literally called Powder. I like it so far. The handles are nice. The handles, if you can't tell, it's like purple inside and it has like a clear thing outside, so it's only purple like inside. You guys can tell like that. And then yeah, I would say it's pretty nice and fluffy. This big. I'm not sure. I'm comparing it to my F80 in my head right now. Is it the F80? F80, F50, something like that. The not the Kabuki, the big fluffy one. From this one has a skinnier handle though. Like, do you see how it's like more tapered inwards? I'm not sure how I'm gonna like that. I worry for the shedding. But so far it has a very even, you guys want to look at it, it has a very even cut. You can tell when brushes are cheaply made when you can already see like the hairs, they're uneven. So far I would say it's very well made. It's nice and even. I love that. Impressed so far. All right. It's called the Finisher, I believe. Finishing. It says finishing. Okay, it's focusing there. So it says finishing. Well, I use stippling brush. It's basically a stippling brush, okay? I do like how it flares out like that, although I do worry that it's a bit too much on the flared side. The thing about stippling brushes that I like is that they do cover a big area of coverage, like it covers a big area, sorry, not big area of coverage, but it covers a big amount of space. However, with more use, sometimes it gets more fanned out. So that's the only thing I didn't like about my Sigma one. I forget the numbering on it, but I love it for like, you know, finishing, blending, highlighting, all that good stuff, but I don't use it for foundation. Number one, it gets a little pokey. So when there's actual like product on it, it gets pokey on my face. So far this one feels nice and soft. Again, with the even, it's made evenly all the way across. So I do like that. Nothing is sticking out. Nothing seems uneven on the outer portion. Like there's a good amount of white and natural hairs. So there's this dual fiber brush, I can tell is pretty nicely made. but we'll see after a wash or two. And my concern is whether or not it will feel pokey on my face, because usually with products like this, when liquid or cream powder, usually when liquid or cream products get on these, it gets pokey, like because a product, you know, builds up on the fibers. So we'll see how airbrushed of a finish it will really give. This one's actually called Foundation Concealer, and I believe it says it on there, foundation slash concealer. Foundation slash concealer. I think I'm gonna like this brush a lot. This brush is tapered, so I do like that. Mostly you see this brush, I have a Sonia Kashuk one that's very similar to this, but it has, like, you know, the synthetic fibers where it's like, it goes like white to brown to yellow-ish. Yeah, so I have that one and I do adore it. I love it for getting into crevices, for getting into concealer under here. I mostly only use it on my clients, not quite on myself. But when I personally experimented with it, that's what I found that I liked it for. So I use it on my clients. I never ended up buying a second one for myself, just because I really adore my MAC 181. 180. It's the little duo fiber one. I don't remember now. 130. Whoa, I'm tripping. Totally off. Pointed shape imitates a fingertip. Well then, okay. The only thing is it feels a little too stiff. Kind of, just a little bit, but not in a bad way. Just, I feel like it doesn't have a lot of give. That can be a problem with some foundation brushes because it doesn't feel so comfortable on the face. However, I would only focus on the tip anyway. So I would only like kind of just use it to kind of blend like this, or kind of just blend a little bit there, or get in there. So this one's the cheek. Okay, cheek. And it looks like that. It reminds me of a smaller version of the e.l.f. one, which I adore, by the way. One of the best $3 investments I've ever made in my life. Yeah, I can see this as being a very versatile brush. It is like straight across the top. If you guys can't tell, like straight across, no hair standing up. I love that. I can see this being good for foundation. It feels really nice and dense, similar to the e.l.f. one, but just smaller. I can picture this being as a good powder brush, perhaps. Even a bronzer brush, if you were to put a little bit just on the edge and just kind of contour a little bit. Oh, this could become very useful. It has a lot of give, so it'll be good for blending, and it's dense enough to pick up some good product. Oh, I like this. This one I'm not sure if I like or not. It's an interesting shape. I don't really care for brushes like these. A lot of brushes like these usually come in face powder products or blushes. Like Benefit has the ones that are kind of like more like this, that come in each box blush, or in our Hello Flawless powder. It says it on there, highlighting fan. Highlighting fan. Highlighting fan. And I do like it. I mean, it has these really nice soft bristles. I can picture this being good for a cream foundation also, like if you just kind of want something to kind of just sweep across, or if you want to just kind of blend in your powder, like a quick touch up or something. It's really nice for the purse. I can tell, like, it's very flat. You can just toss it in your purse, in your makeup bag. I think this would be good for contouring too, actually, if you would just go like this. You know, but it's the handle that I don't care for. I mean, it'd be nice if it was, you know, kind of like that. It's a really good highlighting brush, contouring brush, but it's the handle I don't quite like. If this was long handled, amazeballs. This one I was kind of excited about. And this one's the Contour Kabuki. Contour Kabuki. I really love kabukis. You guys know I love my flat top synthetic one from Sigma. I love my SS182 from Sigma. I love the one from Coastal Scents. I think you guys have seen. It's flat as well. This one I like because it's a little angled. So it's kind of angled. I can see this being really nice to just kind of buff in your powder and kind of just get in right there, or use to like set underneath your eyes like concealer or something. I'm really gonna like this one. I love kabukis. I love collecting them, so I really look forward to ones that are really nice and soft, and this one feels amazeballs. This one is the fluffy one, the fluffy contour one. I was wondering if it was gonna be pokey at all, because I have tried one that's kind of pokey and I don't really care for it. I think it was by Stila, to be honest with you. Tapered, so I like that it's tapered. It does have a little bit of give to it. So even though it's dense, I feel like this is going to be really good for blending. I like that it's a little bit more tapered, however, even though it has a little bit of give, it's also a little bit dense. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually use this for blending. I might just use it for underneath my eye, or like around my nose or something like that, or to highlight maybe. But I'm not sure if I would like this for blending because it's not fluffy enough. I don't know, maybe it'll get fluffy with more use. Some crease brushes get more, some crease brushes get more fluffy with use. This one is called the Angled Eye. It actually says it right there, sorry. Angled Eye. And then this one looks like this. It's like flat and then angled, literally. I'm not sure how I feel about brushes like this, to be honest with you. I never would use it for my eyes. I have one like this from, I think it's Bare Essentials, Bare Minerals. Just the shape is really odd for me. Like, where would I put that? Would it be here? Or like, you know, here? I guess it would be better for people who, you know, want to just kind of put a quick wash of color, or like really get into the crease in a different way. I've never quite experimented with angled brushes like this that were flat. I have angled fluffy brushes that are fluffy and more like, you know, kind of rounded but not quite flat. The next brush is the All Over Eye. This is basically just their eyeshadow brush. Boy, my camera just doesn't feel like focusing today. It looks like this. It's just flat. It's a flat shader brush, in other words. It looks like a cross between a flat shader brush and a contour brush. You know what I'm saying? Or not contour, smudger brush. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's short. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I do like that it's small. It reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. C brush. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? Which I actually don't care for. But since this is a little bit fluffier and less synthetic-like, I feel like this might pick up better color, and it could get into those eyelids of you, like anybody who has like smaller eyelid space, to kind of just get in there and just kind of pack it on really fast. Or if you do want to smudge the color, I feel like it would be a nice little smudger brush, because it has that nice density to it. This one is a liner brush, which is probably what I would use it for, actually, now that I think about it. Oh my god. Both of us. There we go. Okay. And it looks like it's just a flat liner brush, nothing special. It's a lot. This is interesting because I've seen flat liner brushes like this that are more wide, that are wider. Like the MAC, I think it's a 212. It's much wider. And then this one's kind of short. And then I see one from Sonia Kashuk a lot that's very similar to this. It's probably slightly slimmer and a little bit taller. I think it's from their professional line, the one with the swivelly handle. So I like it, but I don't know. I would like it for probably tight lining. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Laura Mercier's tight line or waterline liner, that one specific for the liner. I think that would be good for this. Like if I were to kind of just smudge in some color or smush it into the lash line, because they do that sometimes. I'm more of a thicker liner person, so I would probably use this more on my clients than on myself. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys when I do the full-on review. Bye!